This is the trading review for Tuesday, the 16th of May 2023. And I had my day in the bag, but I messed it up by being afraid of my setups. So today's buy has been weird. It has been trading between S4 and S3, so a lot of back and forth. But Nvidia traded nicely. Nvidia actually broke up. I had it as an inside day, but I traded Nvidia in anticipation. I saw this hammer on the 5 minute, but the price action was still kind of choppy, so I had to wait for a drop to R3. This was in anticipation of the drop, so not really good. After seeing this doji here, I could have taken the trade here, I suppose, but that's after confirmation of a hammer, and this wouldn't have been so bad of a trade, but I would have been stopped out at break even. But this trade was not valid on Nvidia, and after that I switched over to Apple. And Apple, I noticed this hammer right here at R4, which is a very good signal for me. We dropped below the 20 moving average, and we were at R3, and I made my entry at the break of the 5 minute, the 1 minute, and the crossover of the 20 and 9 moving average. And we had a nice drop immediately, and I had set my target at 172.01 for the test of the previous day close for an all out at 4R, but I wasn't able to handle the volatility. We had a nice drop. We had got close. We dropped to 172.10, and usually I should take a partial at 3R if I made an entry at R3, which is a responsive trade. And so, but even in a day like today, I should have been happy just taking out all out at 3R and just end the day at 2R to continue my nice little run. But I don't know what I lost track of what I'm supposed to do, so I should have partial at 3R at least, and then add to my position here, which will have been beautiful, and then partial again on this drop, and then come back, and then maybe add again, and for a nice drop. But instead of doing that, instead of having that mentality, I got allowed here out of fear of losing one more R, and get stopped out. But you can see as soon as I did that, the market, the stock dropped and tested the previous day close, as was my thesis, and we had a level 2 signal there. We had a large bid at 172, and then all I've been doing today has been just bouncing between those two levels. So I just messed up in this Apple trade, and that really changed my mind. Well, I was struggling already, so that was a signal for me to, like, you know what, I don't feel good to trade, I should stop at break even. But after that, well, actually I'm gonna do the stats. It was an A trade for Nvidia. We did not execute, we anticipated. And then on Apple, it was an A trade. Did we execute? We executed beautifully, but my partials were just out of whack. I didn't handle this trade correctly. So I should have partial added to my position. So I did execute the entry beautifully, but the exits were horrible. I should have added like yesterday, and I will have ended the day at 4R, 5R, who knows what. The sky's the limit had I managed this trade accordingly. But I was focused on making money. So that's one trade on Nvidia that was bullish and still is bullish, but I don't know if it's gonna break out much higher than R4 already. But it could, but it didn't. Just it failed to react R3. Baidu, horrible spread, so I avoided it. Even though perhaps this might have been the best entry right here, but horrible spread, horrible level 2. And although we had a nice rejection of R4, but didn't take the trade here. But it has a really large spread, and then here is where I really messed up. I was supposed to use the R3 level on Tesla for a short, but I saw some selling pressure, not a lot, just a little bit, and for me apparently that was enough, and I ended up taking short in anticipation, and I got stopped out. We threw a doji here, not really a lot of volume, so I shouldn't have made my entry, but I was just desperate at this point to make my money back, so I made this entry here again, so that's -2R, and then I decided to make another entry once we rejected with this hammer. This one had volume, but the 5 minute was still bullish on Tesla, so this was just I just lost my head. It was a Hulk day, I suppose. I still stopped within my 3R stop loss for the day, but it was not a good, not it was 3 bad trades here. So I'm not too happy about this. I traded more than 4 times. I traded 5 times today, so that's not something that I'm proud of. And 8 trades as well, but I did not execute. I'm not too happy about that. So four trades are not good. One good trade, but I just took myself out of it. And on the daily, unfortunately, we did not respect rules. I slept time, I did a routine, but I did not take good trades. Execution, 1 out of 5 is 20%. So not a good execution today. The 5 trades, which is more than allowed. It was 1 green and 4 red. Obvious that we did something wrong. -3R today. Especially because we didn't follow rules. So that's my daily review. Could have done a much better job. I could have been done with my day had I just focused on Apple and just waited for the clear level 2. It seems that I forgot that. I wasn't disciplined. So I ended up trading badly. And had I just managed Apple, I will still be in this trade, just adding every time it pulls to R3. I will just be making money every time and every pullback. So I don't know, I'm a bit disappointed with that, but I learned something new today, and I need to continue that discipline, and I need to continue being focused on that good trade, because this will have made the day.